Alright, back again, Luke here, and next up we've got this GameCube here, the dummy GameCube, and as a couple of people had mentioned, what I figured we could do here is try out the erasable marker method on here, see if it does take off this without having to remove the surface image. I don't know if it'll work or not. I mean, this seems pretty stuck on there. Like I said, this is an erasable pen, but I mean, there's no telling how long this marker's been on here, for one, so we'll see here. Well, it kind of looks like it's removing it. That's pretty interesting. If it is, it's hard to tell through the red here, but we'll keep going over it and see if it'll pull it off. The front panel I'm not too worried about here. I can always scrub that up. That shouldn't be a problem. I'll just use the old magic eraser, but it was the top part that I was really worried about here because of this texture that's going on here. And really didn't want the texture to come off, so probably wind up using a whole, well, I've already used about half of this thing, dry erase marker. Let's try and wipe it off here. Oh, I guess it does kind of take it off. Yeah, it's definitely made it lighter, that's for sure. You guys can see for yourself there. That is pretty awesome. I'll go over it again here and see what else we can do. See if we can get it any more. That's about a million times better. Try and get the DAW section down here as well. Seems like maybe just leaving it on here for a couple of seconds as well is kind of eating it away. Just like leave it on there for a couple of seconds. You can definitely see it's turning a black color, so it's definitely pulling it off here. This is a pretty neat technique. Never knew about this one before. So we'll try and get this thing going. I don't have really any. Maybe I don't think this thing's really going to be that bad. To get going again. You can see the tip there. GameCubes, yeah, they do have some issues sometimes, but generally it's just a laser issue, either not being clean or being out of adjustment. Wow, that's taken that off quite a bit. You guys can still see the a little bit of the remnants of that on the bottom there, but that is a million times better. Now we just have to do that through the this logo area, which is going to be fun. I don't know why or how, you know, this sort of stuff happens here. It's just kind of mind-boggling. Like, why would you let, you know, your kid play with a marker and just, you know, go crazy on this kind of stuff? I don't know. But nonetheless, it seems to be working, so awesome tip there, guys. I'm totally digging that. I'm always open to suggestions, you know, on different ideas and tips as far as trying to repair stuff goes, or trying to get stuff clean. I mean, nobody out there, there's no one out there that you know, knows everything, and I'm willing to admit when I don't know something. So, yeah, I mean, I'm really, thankful for that. Some awesome information. This is called Luke Colors a GameCube for like, how long is it now? Like 4.5 minutes? Alright, tell you what we'll do is kind of stop here, but you can see that it is working, which is fantastic. It is definitely getting the marker out of there, or the pen. So this guy might be able to come back, spring back to life really quickly. So, but yeah. Let's move on to the next part here and see what happens from here. Alright, so as you can see here, here is what it looks like after getting a bit polished up here. I removed the top part here as well as the front piece from the GameCube and went over it with the marker a few dozen times. Then took this thing off, went into the sink and used some of the magic eraser to try and lightly go over the top of it, as well as a toothbrush with some soap and water. But yeah, the results are pretty awesome. You'll see some scratches in there. Those were just scratches that couldn't be taken out, but as far as the ink goes, that stuff is gone. And the inside here, you remember those two little spots where the ink was? That's gone now. Those little dots on the front marking the different controller ports, that was the hardest part. Trying to get these things out here was really, really difficult. I mean, I was going sideways here, up and down, trying to use the magic eraser to try and get in there, but that didn't work, and a little bit tricky with these ones. But after I got that out, I went over this whole front piece with the magic eraser and got that nice and kind of sparkly. And the bottom here, there was a couple of spots on the bottom. One of them happened to be this this cutout here, this groove. So if you look back at the video, you can see where it was. But yeah, that thing is all it's all polished up here. Now the next part to the adventure is trying to check out and see why this thing had Dame written all over it. So we're gonna plug this beast in here. Probably try and set this thing up. Let me see if I can move this around a little bit. Use my trusty box here, if this thing will work. Maybe this will be up too high. I don't know. Maybe that's too high. We'll try and work around this here. Move this back a little bit. Still haven't tested this thing out at all, so we'll see. There's a cable there. There's a cable here. And we'll pop the cover back on just because it is a bit of a pain to try and push down on the two prongs in the back that tell the system that the door is closed. So we'll just set it on here, and it looks nice already. So let's pop in a game here. This is just a regular blank disc that I have. Well, blank disc, loose disc. Yeah, put a blank disc inside the GameCube. So let's try and power this beast on. It's got power. Let's see. It's got volume. Okay, so it's not reading the disc. Alrighty. Well, let's see here. Let's turn this thing. Oh well, let's also plug this in. This is that orange one. I'll give that a shot here. I'm guessing it's pretty much probably a dirty lens, but I could be wrong. We'll see. I got a couple of cotton swabs ready anyway, with some rubbing alcohol on them, so we'll give it a shot here. As soon as I can untangle this controller, wow, this is really in there. Alright, so let's turn this thing off and take that off there. Place that down there. Take this off here, and we'll go and get our Q-tip here. It's already got some rubbing alcohol on it. Kind of lightly go over the top of this. And it's hard because right now I'm kind of in the dark. Could be a matter of the rails not being greased as well, but I'm guessing it's probably that. We'll try it again here. Alright, open this monster up. Put that in there, and let's try it again, see what we get. See if anything changes. Nope, no changes there. Well, let's open this up again, take this out. Probably, I'm guessing it's the laser mech or the rails on the inside of this thing, which is going to be a bit tricky to mess around with. Well, let's push the disc back. Let's try this without the cover on, just to see if the laser moves forward. Alright. And we'll hold back these two pieces back here. This tells the system that the door is closed, and we'll hit the switch. Oh well, it's starting to read. It's just skipping. You can hear it just skipping there. So it could be a bit more with the lens. The lens could be scratched, but we'll see what we can do. Moving on from here. So we'll get to the next section. Alright, so I took another look at that lens there, and from the side, it looked like there was a bit of a scratch going through it, and I don't know, when I hold it up to the light, it's really hard to tell if there is a scratch or not on it, but what I did is I went around the lens itself, and I pushed down on the different corners to try and help readjust the thing, and then I went and used some compressed air and blew the inside out a little bit more, and a second ago it seemed to fire on, so we'll try it one more time and see if it produces the same results. Actually, let's put the top back on there. If it stays consistent, then there's no problem, but if it's just a fluke, then it's not anything to brag about. Let's try this one more time here and see what it does. Oh, there we go. All right. Very nice. Let's try to, let's see here. Let's try the controller out here. See if this thing works. So, would you like to save, or would you like to move on? Oh, it seems to be playing. Let's see if it skips though. Oh yeah, that's for the most part seems to be working out all right. Yeah, looking good. I'd say it's doing all right. Let's turn this thing off again, and then let's see. Let's put this down here for a minute. I'll see if I got another game. That way we can test it out a little bit more thoroughly. Yeah, I can get this thing to stay up here. Yeah, this thing's not gonna stay. All right. Let's try something else. Let's put this down here. And see if I can find another game here. I only have a couple of loose games, but since I got my mountain of MVS stuff laying around here, see, here's another one. Some Pokemon here. Take this out. Alright, let's give this a go. Excellent. Yeah, it seems to be working out all right. It's the good old Nintendo Wii screen. But yeah, so I think we can safely say that the Nintendo GameCube here is back alive and looking good. Seems to be playing fantastic. Yep, excellent stuff. The controllers, on the other hand, those things are going to have to be worked on a little bit, but even the controllers seem to be working. Excellent. So yeah, that is another system saved from the grave, and I'll try and get to work on some of these controllers here maybe, or something else a little bit later, but yeah, that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching. Whee! Oh, and one last thing here. If you take a look here at the LED, I had some different LEDs laying around, so I pulled out the original one here, and I switched it out with this guy right here, and I'll show you what it's doing now. Nothing super big, but thought it might be a nice little change here. So, hit the old switch. Let's see. It's got a white LED in there now. I think it goes better with the look of the silver-colored GameCube. You know, white, silver, kind of has that same image going on there. But yeah, just thought I'd share that with you guys here. Nothing too super spectacular, but yeah, nonetheless, that's it.